In the tunnel.
In the tunnel.
In the tunnel. You're listening to In the Tunnel.
Hello and welcome to In the Tunnel, episode number 38. I kind of would have liked to get this one.
I don't have a numbers joke for this one.
I kind of would have liked to get to this one a little earlier last week, but life got in the way. What about you?
I'm sure I could come up with an excuse, but why bother? That's my reason. That's my reason.
All right, so without further ado, let's just jump into it. First topic, NHL playoffs. Right now, Columbus and Boston are tied. I'm not really that surprised given how Columbus kind of manhandled Tampa. I expect this to be a good series.
I'm more surprised that both games have gone into overtime.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I'm, still a little bit kind of surprised with how Columbus has handled success in the playoffs because, having never won a round before, obviously they've carried some momentum into the second round. I just didn't see that momentum or that flame was really going to carry much more of a spark after that. But then again, it's only been 2 games. It could very well be that it's burnt out and they lost. They won their last game. We really don't know yet. It really is something that we'll figure out in time. I don't know. It's been an interesting series that, if you're looking at it on paper and with prior historical playoff trends in mind, you think that it's Boston's to lose. That, Boston now with Toronto out of the way has, the clearest path.
With prior historical playoff trends in mind, Columbus shouldn't even be here. So
yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Let's just throw those historical trends out the window.
Oh yeah, that's why. But that's the thing is we base everything off of something that's already happened. It's the whole concept of you make your own history, but the fact of the matter is the history that's already there is what you base your actions off of.
True, but this team is so new to basically the playoffs and definitely the second round that...
Yeah, but a lot of their core is been on that team for a long time.
Yeah, true. I'll agree with that. That's definitely true. There's nothing to disagree with there.
I'm so glad you agree with me, Sean.
Okay. I do think it'll be an interesting series. I don't think either team will just fall over. We might not get a 7-game series, but definitely 5 at this point. I'm seeing 6, no problem.
I'm seeing 6 or 7. Actually, no, I'm going 5 or 6.
Okay, I'm gonna go with 6.
Just because I think in that rare occasion where the Jackets have won their last game, or even if the Bruins have won their last game, it wouldn't surprise me in this playoff full of just wild patterns that one of these teams just reels off 3 more wins and takes the series already.
Yeah, okay, so...
everything that's looked to be it should be this way has in the NHL postseason this year turned out to be the other way. Vegas had the Sharks, 3-1, and then the Sharks are in the second round. The Avalanche beat the first seed. The Blue Jackets beat the first seed.
I mean, all
Islanders with the
first seeds
sweep
lost.
is like all these things that you wouldn't expect to happen the way that they did,
Mm-hmm.
even if they're only to some extent. Like when I was saying the Islanders swept, is like, yeah, you probably weren't expecting a sweep, and that was probably the extent of the surprise factor
Yeah,
in that series. But like every series has had some kind of, this is what happened. Nashville lost to Dallas. St. Louis won their series. It's been a lot of underdog stories,
very
and
true.
I mean in terms of seeding, not necessarily in terms of style of play or balance and matchup, but
True. I'll agree with that. I mean,
yeah.
so what do you think of the Avalanche and Sharks series then?
I mean, it's been an interesting one so far, just because the Avalanche didn't they have a pretty sizable comeback last night?
I
I
mean,
could be wrong.
no, they scored the
I
empty
did not
netter
watch.
to
Okay, I
win it,
didn't watch Game of Thrones
basically.
either, so
I mean,
because
we're not here to
apparently that
talk
was a
about
big
Game of Thrones. I mean, they
no.
did.
I've never watched it, so
Yeah, I mean, they
I have
played.
no desire
The
to.
games were really good, in my opinion.
All right,
So,
so no big comeback story, but yeah, that is a split series now. So I mean that one, it unlike the other series, Boston and Columbus, it's a little bit harder to gauge, um, where that series is at, because it's regulation wins. It's hasn't been necessarily the tightest of games, back and forth throughout,
okay,
both games. You get what I'm saying? It's
yeah,
like Boston and Columbus are just playing each other so much tighter right now, to where
uh-huh.
that's kind of formulated when we say that you could see it going either way. I still don't know with the Avalanche and the Sharks yet.
Okay.
I need to see more. Plus, the Sharks are kind of getting like thrown around physically in the last series and more into this one. So,
Mm-hmm.
I think they're going to need some bodies back that they don't have right now.
All right. What do you think about Dallas and the Blues then?
I got that on right now. It's another series that is tied 1-1. I just don't, where that one goes yet,
I mean, the
because
games have
these
been
are
pretty
two
close.
teams. Yeah, but these are two teams that at the beginning of the playoffs I wasn't expecting either to win a series. But
I mean,
Dallas, I don't take them seriously ever.
yeah, and the Blues, like, they were pretty bad at the All-Star break, and they have been ramping pretty hard.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this series is looking to be great, and the only series without both teams having a win so far is Carolina and the Islanders. What
Yep.
do you think about that one?
This is what I've been saying for, I think I said it before last round. This is the ultimate difference between the Nassau Coliseum home ice advantage and the Barclays Center home ice
Yeah,
advantage.
and the
That building is not built for hockey. The Nassau Coliseum, your voice is heard and everybody's sitting right above the ice, even up in the nosebleeds.
yep. And
In
so
Barclays Center, you got an SUV behind the ice. It's a difference in atmosphere. And while the Islanders, they know that their fans have been showing up, it's just a little bit different now. And you go down 0-2.
I mean, what do you think of
And
Barry Trotz is saying they just played really well for 48 seconds. That's what he said after the
of
last
the
game.
whole game too, they played good for 48 seconds.
They played really well for 48 seconds. They were very good for 48 seconds. What do you think of that?
Sounds
This
about
he's
right.
talking about Carolina.
Oh, Carolina?
Yeah,
No,
obviously because
no.
they scored their 2 goals in 48 seconds in the third period. That's why.
Well, no, because I'll say it like this: the Islanders' offense has kind of been crap.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
I
was it
agree.
how many goals in the first two games for the Islanders?
They've had one goal in 2 games.
Yeah, and that one goal was an own goal.
Yep.
So,
hmm
I mean, you're on your home ice and can't put the puck in the net.
I mean, to be
And
fair,
you're
like,
going to say how the other team hasn't played well?
I mean, to be fair, both teams are playing like pretty bad, but that's not to say that you can't just say that Carolina only played really well for 48 seconds. That's not the
No.
case.
And even if so, you still lost, and you can't justify that as a head coach that way.
Right.
Because it's like, those are the 48 seconds that, you
hmm
lost it. So you can't justify a loss like that.
Right. I mean, but this also
If
shows that difference that you were talking about with the Barclays Center and the Nassau Coliseum.
Right.
And
But let me just say, it's situational, those kind of comments. If you're up 3-0 in the series and you lose the first game and you say that, that's fine because situationally you're up,
no, I mean,
still with the commanding lead in that series.
I,
But
I
when
think
you're down 0-2 and say that, that's kind of
no, but you even if they were winning these games, you could tell because to be fair, like they could have won the last game again. I think it was bad plays on the Islanders' part for that minute, but it was still Carolina still played really well. But
well, Carolina's still got more than one goal though.
yeah, but it's they could have won that game. And I would still be saying there is a complete difference between Barclays Center and Nassau Coliseum. And I'm not a fan of either team.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that again, we're not fans of either team, so it's like us saying it's different. It depends on how Isles fans are using it to justify what's going on. I'm just saying that I notice it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Which I think is a fair point.
Yeah, so I mean, the series is heading back to Raleigh with basically half the Checkers lineup, which is the Carolina AHL team. How do you think it's going to go?
Mm-hmm. I mean, could it really get any worse? They just
I mean,
keep
to be fair,
winning.
yes, it can.
Uh, I mean, they've played with this next man up mentality seemingly throughout all their injuries so far,
I mean,
which
they can get either a 2006 Cam Ward from the goalie they just called up, or they can just all flop because they're playing with like 10 AHLers.
there's nothing wrong with 2006 Cam Ward except for the fact that
Dude,
it's not
he ripped
2006.
it in the playoffs. That was his rookie year. He came in the playoffs and he was a god basically.
Yeah, but it's not 2006 anymore. Unfortunately, you would think that it is.
Good 13 years off.
Mm, don't tell people in Raleigh.
Well, at least they're in the playoffs this year still.
Well, yeah, that's kind of the point.
All right, so you want to just get to the next?
Sure, but I'm on a little bit of a tape delay, so you're gonna have.
All right, so we brought back the wheels this time. I'm super happy, and we're going to be doing wheels for the NHL end of year awards, end of season awards.
It's award season.
Right.
Bring out
So
the pageantry, everybody dressed nicely, and then realize that you're sitting at home on your couch.
right. So
Why'd you
anyway,
dress up, you damn moron?
the wheel decided to give Nikita Kucherov above a 55% chance and Connor McDavid somewhere around 35.
The wheel did this all by itself. I in no way, shape, or form was an influencing party in it. I just want to disclose that right away.
All right. I mean, I guess we'll see what the wheels did for the next one then if we didn't influence it at all. So,
I didn't influence it. Maybe the wheel has a religion.
oh god. Oh
Do you
boy.
pray to the wheel? Or does the wheel pray to you? The wheel's accepting donations on Venmo, which is like a church, except not.
Anyway, so you ready to see what the wheel thinks?
I've never been more excited in my life, Sean.
And
Why don't you tell me a story while it's spinning?
I mean, I don't really have a story to tell you aside from the
Oh,
fact that
that's wildly disappointing.
Nikita Kucherov won. I guess the wheel was just biased enough.
All right, yeah. Well, kind of by like mathematical probabilities, but yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
it was definitely not pre-engineered to be biased.
yeah, and like I don't think McDavid deserves the Hart Trophy anyway. His team went nowhere.
But he deserves it more than Crosby.
I mean, Crosby still made the playoff.
Okay, Crosby only put up 100 points though.
So, yeah, you can be
I
McDavid and
mean,
put up that many numbers with
Mc-
nothing to show for it.
I mean, he's a finalist, so obviously there's something to show for it.
True. But I mean, he's gonna be a finalist. He's that good where he's gonna be a finalist, even though he doesn't deserve the Hart Trophy.
Right, but that's kind of what Crosby had this year.
Yeah, but so you're saying if Kucherov wasn't there, you'd give it to McDavid over Crosby?
I think if Kucherov wasn't there, the odds would be a little bit different. It would be like 1.5-1, just off of statistical performance to McDavid. Because didn't
It's
we
the
sit here
Hart
last?
Trophy. It's not.
Yeah,
It's
but
not.
didn't we sit here last year and say that these awards are based on regular season?
Yeah,
So
but
for
I mean,
in that in mind, yeah.
getting your team to the playoffs is part of being the.
But still, it's a regular season award.
True. Okay.
So I mean, agree to disagree, but that's where I stand on this.
All right. Anyway, moving on. Next one. So the Calder. Hey, it looks like the wheel decided to be completely even in this one.
Yeah, it decided to do that for the rest of them because the wheel didn't have a lot of time to be creative tonight.
Oh, okay. So, any thoughts on these
Yeah.
players before the wheel decides if we are
I don't
smart
know who
or
Bennington is.
don't know who Binnington is? I mean, I'd give it to Pedersen or Dahlin anyway.
Yeah. So by process of elimination, all the real people.
Anyway, let's see what the wheel says. Watch him
Dude,
give us Binnington.
I mean, it's almost a guarantee.
Yep.
Yeah. It's the Chicago State theory all over again.
Oh boy. Hey,
Go Chicago State Cougars.
I mean, I guess the wheel has spoken, but I would have rather seen it in Pedersen or Dahlin's possession.
Next year.
They can't win the Calder next year.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you for. Oh, God.
I do this just to get those reactions out of you.
Yeah, but you knew it was an easy joke.
Yes. Anyway.
I'm so proud of you, Sean. You've come so far in life.
Moving on. Next award is the Selkie? I can't even
Selkie.
pronounce it.
Selkie. It's like selfie, but more masculine.
All right. So who you got in this one? Bergeron, O'Reilly, or Stone?
I'm going Bergeron
Any reason?
because O'Reilly is a candidate for another award, and Mark Stone. I don't know why he's on the list.
All right.
There you go. I mean, Mark Stone's not having the most amazing year. At least I didn't think he was.
I guess yellow just is the color of the wheel today because
Yeah.
Bergeron won though, so I guess you're right. I guess
It's been
the
an
wheel agrees with
influencing
you.
color in a lot of what I've done. Yeah. Yes, the wheel agrees with me because I prayed to the wheel beforehand.
Okay, then why didn't it agree with you?
Well, hold on. We did our before we hopped on our pre-show video chat to discuss. It was just me on the floor praying beside my bed. All hail the wheel. Let me be right. Shit like that. I'm bullshitting. Anyway. Yeah, the wheel does I mean, if the wheel is the first person thing to like me, then we're having a good day. You know,
Okay.
we'd
I don't
prefer
know where
that.
that was going, but okay.
We'd prefer that, like, people liked me today more, but then again, people kind of suck sometimes. So
Uh,
this is what we've been given.
all right,
It's just
so
you, me, and the wheel.
all
Makes
right, so
three.
since the wheel likes you, I guess you'll
No.
choose a Lady Bing winner, and I'm guessing.
Uh, Watch, the wheel will grant me great karma now and will tell me I'm wrong. But no, I'm going with Ryan O'Reilly based off of that prior reason I gave.
Okay.
They have Barkov, Monahan, and O'Reilly.
Yep.
Just to read those out for you because we are also doing audio.
Yep. And hey, nope, you're wrong. It decided to spite you.
Well, but I did predict that would be wrong.
Yes. But it's
And for
Sean
that
Monahan
reason, I'm right.
that
Hey,
won
that's your name.
the Lady Bing, according to the wheel.
Yeah. But about time that the Flames won something significant in the postseason.
Oh my.
Prove to me I'm wrong.
I mean, I can't really do that.
Well, not yet. We'll circle back to this in a few weeks after that award show happens.
Yeah. We'll see. The wheel.
When this actually happens, because it definitely will.
All right, man. Next
Just like
award.
how Chicago State definitely won the Final Four.
Anyway,
Good times.
next award, Masterton.
Yeah. So this is the award that definitely needs to not be called that.
I mean, it's Nick
It's a
Foligno.
really,
Hold
it's
on.
a stupid name for a trophy. The
For
Masterton.
for the listening audience, it's Nick Foligno, Robin Lehner, and Joe Thornton.
I'm anti-Robin Leonard, and it's not because of the Penguins Islanders thing. It's because it's a white guy with a back of his neck tattoo thing.
All right, but I think Robin Lehner is going to win it.
Well, I'm going with Joe Thornton because I still don't take the Blue Jackets seriously in my infinite wisdom.
All right, we'll see. Does the wheel take the Blue
Jumbo
Jackets
Joe
seriously
has a
in
beard
their
as big
infinite
as his
wisdom?
chance.
The wheel does not take the Blue Jackets seriously in their infinite wisdom. The wheel gave you the
Nailed it.
correct answer again in Joe Thornton.
The beard knows. Not my beard, Joe Thornton's beard. It knows.
Okay.
And if it was any longer, it might have a nose.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Nobody's safe.
Oh,
I'm going
boy.
after everybody.
All right.
All right.
So next award, the Norris Trophy.
By the way, we have to do something about this backdrop with the kids and the walking the dog thing in the back.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a great tunnel. It's just you and me on the walls and these people walking away from us.
Yeah, we'll figure that out later.
Yeah.
All right. So the Norris Trophy, though, Brent Burns, Mark Giordano, and Victor Hedman.
All right. Well, in my callback kind of way, I will go with Mark Giordano as I chose him to win the All-Star fan voting for his division, and so here we are. He is amongst another Western Conference, guy, and Victor Hedman, and something tells me that the Kucherov winning is going to be the lone winner of awards that come out of Tampa Bay. So,
All right. I mean, I can see that, but
yeah,
Hedman still had a pretty damn good season.
It's just how award season works. Is not everybody sweeps everything off of one team.
Yep, that's true.
There seems to be some balance to it, especially in a league like the NHL. It's not like the NBA. They do things a little bit more equally divided.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw the ratings
Nope.
between the NBA and NHL games. We'll get to that later.
Oh, really? I have not seen it, so I'm kind of curious now.
All right, so let's just let the wheel tell us the answer.
Sure.
And the answer is, I guess the wheel spites you again because it's Victor Hedman.
The wheel's about 500, which is more or less above my success odds in life. So,
Oh boy.
hey, buyer beware. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Anyway, we have two more awards to get to, 3 more awards to get to.
3 more.
So on to the.
Can you believe that we've gone through so many so quickly?
Yeah, it's been pretty quick, man.
I told you we had 17 graphics for tonight, and you're like, shit, that's a lot.
Anyway, so Ted Lindsay. We got what, McDavid, Kane. Who do we got?
Patrick Kane. I don't know why he's on this list. I mean, of the 3 teams, you have to think that the Blackhawks probably did the worst, right?
Yeah.
Or am I wrong?
I
could be wrong.
I mean,
basically a stone's throw away from each other with the Edmonton thing. I'll pick Kucherov.
All right. So out of McDavid, Kane, and Kucherov, you picking Kucherov?
Well, I was about to pick Kane, but I just kind of like disputed that one pretty clearly. So my only real informed decision that was left was to pick Kucherov. So here I am sticking to my guns.
All right. Let's see the wheel. Hey, and the wheel likes you because it picked Kucherov.
The wheel has been so back and forth with me. It's like a girl that can't commit.
Oh my god.
You know, it's true. They're all there. They're out there everywhere. I really like you, but, I own a Prius. It's like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? But okay.
All right. Anyway, so now the
Not
Jack
holding
Adams.
any grudges at all, by the way.
Now the Jack Adams. Who do you give it to? Craig Berube, John Cooper, or Barry Trotz?
Well, we know that the NHL is all about hair, so I'm picking John Cooper just because of these 3 domes. He seemingly has the most on it.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
That's a guy with literally a thinking cap on. So for that reason, I'm picking the best league record team and their coach.
I don't think you can, I think it's a lot closer than people will think because the Lightning are the best team, right? But
but I think there's different angles you can come at it with. You can come at it with the Barry Trotz, like, oh, they weren't supposed to be there with this team kind of thing. The Craig Berube and the Blues was they came out of nowhere. They weren't going to make the playoffs and look where they are now kind of thing. Or you can go with just overall success with the John Cooper thing. That's why Coach of the Year always is a little bit of a wash and a little bit of a mix-up and a more surprising is because you can come at it with multiple angles, whereas a lot of these other NHL player awards, they're geared towards statistical differences of the same thing.
Right, so I'm going to go with Craig Berube from the Blues.
Okay. I'll go with the Big Coop.
All right, so who does the wheel favor?
The Big Coop for sure.
Actually, this wheel was completely balanced, but
they were all balanced.
The Big Coop won.
Oh yeah, I got a Big Coop.
Oh my god, you're doing pretty well with the wheel today.
No, 4-2.
Yeah, that's pretty well.
And I'm on a tape delay too, so if anyone thinks that I have the answers, I really don't. I'm seeing this after he says what happened.
Yep.
I watched the Twitch stream too. I'm just like the fans. What little they are. I'm sure they're fighting each other in the comments section about stupid shit.
Anyway, so last
I had to hide the comment, panel on this thing. It's proven to be a distraction over the few episodes. So let me know if I'm missing out on anything.
Anyway, So last award, the Vezina. Ben Bishop, Robin Leonard, or Andrei Vasilevsky.
So you know that thing where I said like Kucherov was going to be the only player to win an award?
Mm-hmm.
Well, in my anti-Leonard stance, I'm gonna have to go with Vasilevsky, and because if when you think Dallas Stars, you don't think goaltending. I can't go with Ben Bishop. Plus the fact that he's definitely missing teeth in this photo.
Yes.
So Vasilevsky.
All right, I'm gonna go with Vasilevsky because despite how like Robin Leonard's story and all that, I don't think you can give it to him because I think they shared a little
Look,
bit
it's
more
a
time.
great story, but he was the one who was popping everything. So
And then if you're gonna give me a toss up
just say
between
no to
Bishop and
drugs.
Vasilevsky, then it's Vasilevsky,
Yeah, it's not really much of a toss-up, but
right? So does the wheel agree with us?
probably not.
The wheel chooses Robin Leonard.
That fucking asshole.
Oh. So, yeah, I mean, that's surprising. Why do you think the wheel chose Robin Leonard?
Because he really wanted Thomas Greiss to win, but because Robin Leonard took his job, he was like,
Okay.
I'll root for the Islanders for once.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
definitely how it happened. You know it's true.
Well, sure, we'll go with that. The wheel, in its infinite wisdom, wanted an Islander to win.
Robin Leonard looks like someone I know from college who's just like never got to the age of maturity. It's the the ultimate baby face, but it's also like this really stupid mug that just makes me want to throw at it.
Oh my god. Alright, so let's move away from that mug, and I guess we're hitting up football right now.
Speaking of, physical affection, apparently, Sean, your team's GM loves their new pick, their new toy, which is, every NFL team, they make a toy selection at the draft. And with the number 6 pick, your GM, David Gettleman, or was it Daniel or David's
David
same
Gettleman.
different? Sure. So, he picked Daniel Jones, the quarterback out of all places for football, Duke, because when you think Duke, you think football, I guess.
Yep.
I mean, I didn't think that Duke was even in the ACC for football, but lo and behold, they are.
And
So
number one reason they chose Daniel Jones is
oh,
that
absolutely,
picture.
yeah,
That
because Daniel Jones looks 75% at least like Eli Manning does.
yep.
It really is. I mean, they got a clone or a duplicate, or I mean, it's really going to be. I think he's a perfect guy to, change hands with Eli Manning because, like I said, they're the same person, really. Neither one of them is not prone to throwing interceptions. They both throw their fair amount. They'll both throw just as many touchdowns as interceptions, and not necessarily slice up the yards. So it's a little interesting that this was a selection. But then your GM went one step further, and he said in a conference after the selection, like that he really loved Daniel Jones, and was like and he said like something along the lines of like, forgive me for loving a guy so much that like I picked him sooner than expected, which really makes me feel like the way he said it was borderline like he actually wants some action with Eli Manning, Daniel Jones, and him in the same room.
Oh my god, no! I did not need that image in my brain.
What, you don't think that Gettleman wants to make smoochy with his new boy toy?
Oh my god.
You know it's going to happen.
Uh, but
It's
like, dude,
going to
this guy
happen.
wasn't even projected to go in like the second round.
Yes, he was.
What is it, mid second round or something like that?
No, it was going to go like mid first round.
Oh, really?
Probably mid or late first round.
Okay.
The big
I was
the
hearing
big
second round.
problem with No, the big problem with him was that Haskins went after Jones.
Yes, but
It
that's
was going to
because
be
Gettleman.
Haskins should have gone before Jones. Jones probably could have slipped to the second round because the Redskins maybe would not have taken Jones, and after that, not a lot of teams needed a quarterback.
Correct.
But in a sense of talent, I mean, him and Drew Lock probably should have gone in the first round.
All right. I mean, because I was hearing that like he shouldn't have really gone till the early second.
I mean, I can see that, but I don't know. Something at the end of the day, if I'm being truly serious about it, if a quarterback out of Duke is projected to be in the top 2 rounds, there's a reason for it, and there's a special kind of talent there that warrants that. Whereas, I mean, any other year, you've never heard the other quarterbacks from Duke, so I mean, there's got to be something behind the guy.
But do you think he would have been available around 17?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. And this whole thing that Gettleman's doing now, where he's like, I know for a fact that 2 teams were going to take him if it wasn't for us before 17. No.
No, and teams
It
came out
was
and was like,
maybe the Redskins, and that was it.
teams came out and was like, not us.
Well, yeah, no. You know who really should have taken him was Cincinnati.
Oh.
But Cincinnati was hell-bent on getting the linebacker. The Steelers jumped them to get that guy that they drafted.
Mm-hmm.
But Cincinnati needs to move on from Dalton.
Eh.
They can't, I mean, he's had good years, but he's just like every other Bengals quarterback.
I mean, he's had good years, but he hasn't had much around him. Much. Like, he's had a couple
in terms
of pieces.
Of offense?
No. Like, overall, like, defense. He's had some offense.
Oh, yeah.
But
no,
like,
offense, he's had it.
Yeah,
for sure.
He's had some offense, but defense, like, are you kidding me? They might as well have just rolled over.
Yeah, well, if Vontez Perfect saw someone else roll over, But now he's in Oakland, so they needed a linebacker. And I guess replacing Vontez Perfect with a first rounder, I think they thought would have been like an equal trade-off, which is like, no, it would have been better because, you'd get the guy who isn't a criminal on the field.
All right. Moving on from this picture.
Hey, it could be a lot more intimate than it looks.
All right. So next we got NBA playoffs.
All right, the basketball and the sports that we do not watch.
Yeah, the Nets kind of lost, and we both lost interest.
Hey, they won. They won on the first day of the playoffs, and that was the last time I watched a game.
Yeah, I mean, good on them for
The
winning.
Nets are undefeated.
Good on them for winning a game. Like, you really didn't expect them to make the playoffs, even at the 6th seed. Like,
they should have won Game 4 too.
Yeah.
Got screwed by the refs. Anyway, we're here to talk about the second round.
Yeah. So, what do you think of Milwaukee, Boston?
See, I think that a lot of people are overreacting to the fact that the Boston Celtics won Game 1, and they think all of a sudden that it's not going to be a series.
Right.
I think it's going to be a series. That one probably goes 6 or 7. Okay. Golden State, Houston probably goes a full 7 because in years past, it always seems to go 7 between those two.
I mean, also with the way Golden State played last series.
I mean, the Clippers did push them to 6 games. Let's not fool ourselves.
Yeah, they pushed them to 6 games, but I mean, there was a lot of things that I felt like Golden State just also didn't really help their case.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah. No, I'll agree with that. Portland and Denver as it starts tonight, on Monday night tonight. So I think that one has the potential to be a really good and entertaining series, as does Philly and Toronto. Mm-hmm. Philly and Toronto, it's a little weird because Philly's got like the balanced kind of stacked team, whereas Toronto just has like
The
Leonard and
lopsided.
it's Leonard and everybody else.
Yeah, lopsided.
Yeah, but Toronto's up 1-0 in the series, so
All right.
do. That was my Twilight Zone impression. It's a little mysterious. Do.
All
Yeah,
right. Anyway,
copyright infringement at its finest.
so I think after this we're visiting our city.
Oh yeah. Let's get into it. Speaking of Boston-based, because we haven't touched on that in a while, between the hockeys and the basketballs, we're into our segment of crap you can get on Facebook Marketplace. But we're going to start with the one good thing that you can get in Boston. Like, this is the one cool thing. And props to those who make hockey jerseys for the other sports teams. Because all hockey jerseys look cool regardless of anything. So you got your Gronk hockey jersey.
Yep.
I'm guessing this is Boston Patriots 6-time Super Bowl champs
Yep.
jersey. You got your Larry Bird Celtics one. So they're really cool. Although the Celtics logo is kind of small, and I really don't need the GE logo on my hockey jerseys. But
Yeah. That's
yeah,
all.
it's cool. But if you're in Boston, it's only cool for Boston teams. And we'll get into that on the next slide here because
Yeah. I mean,
you'll see where the fit kind of fades.
yeah. So, what do you think of the price, though? I think it's like decent.
For custom stuff like that, 99 is because this stuff is stitched. No one ironed on numbers like that.
No, no.
99,
Yeah.
I mean, give it to me for 70 and I'm like bragging to everybody about the deal I got. 99 is still not bad.
Yeah. I'd agree. All right. So let's get to that next slide where things get a bit weird.
Yeah, so let's start in the center here. The Khalil Mack hockey jersey. You got to know your market. And notice how there's only a $4 price reduction compared to the Boston stuff. So, again, nowhere near Illinois.
Yeah.
You got to know your market. Again, it's a nice jersey, but you're in the wrong place. So then we'll go to this Bape jersey, which I guess is like a clothing line. It's like a Bathing Ape is the company or something, which look, I guess this is just where you and me, we're not fashionable people. That we just don't need a Celtics jersey with an ape on it. Unless I'm missing some inside joke or something like this, where something's going on that I definitely was not informed to. No one put up flyers. No one was hanging up signs. I don't know. This is probably like someone created a clothing line off of the Harambe thing or something, didn't they? And yeah, this $50 for an animal on my Celtics jersey, no. You can forget about that. Spend your money wisely if you're going to be a wholesaler. This is not how you do it.
All right.
And then we have the $60 Cactus Jack Rockets jersey. No idea what any of these words mean, but they are words. They are words that someone assembled in a title sequence. So this basically, the way I told Sean before the show, is someone found like a really old replica jersey and they were like, coloring book. And they decided to draw whatever the hell that was. Just a planet with spinning a ball.
I mean,
on the jersey.
They covered the Houston so much that they had to put it on there again.
But no, they also wrote the word Rockets 2 more times on the yellow line coming out of the jetpack that go over the number. As if you didn't know who the team was. Is like, oh, I knew that they were from Houston, but are they the Rockets? No, they're the Rockets and the Rockets. 2 times. don't get it wrong ever again. So yeah, this is a definite waste of money, especially in Boston, Massachusetts. I don't know why you're spending $60 to get your shirt colored on, but
hold on. Bape jersey or Cactus Jack x BNR Rockets jersey?
oh, are we talking about like which one am I gonna burn?
Which one out of those two, if you had to spend your money, would you spend it on?
I'd spend it on the Cactus Jack jersey.
And the reason?
Oh, because I just think that the Celtics one is like so far gone into a world that's like not even basketball that it doesn't make sense. Whereas like whatever's going on the Houston jersey, it still kind of ties into the NBA to the loosest extent.
All right.
Look, the Boston Celtics mascot was never a monkey or a gorilla or whatever. Or an ape, whatever. Whereas the fucking jetpack planet thing, I can still tie that to the Rockets to some loose degree.
All right. So anyway, let's move on to
Now, am I wearing that to meet people? No. It's like a sleep shirt.
Even if I wear it.
You gotta love those Boston people. So corny and stupid.
Anyway, let's move on. Another slide.
But so lovable because I know so many of them and don't want to eat my words too much.
All right, so.
Oh no, we have more after this slide.
Oh yeah.
This was, I mean, it didn't take long to dig deep for Boston. The Toronto one took like an hour, but this one was like a solid 10 minutes.
Gold mine.
Oh yeah. So for all you basketball fans who have trouble making shots, I can speak as one who's trying to fix my jump shot. There's no better way to say I never miss than to buy yourself a backboard with the rim that isn't there.
And no thing to put it on.
No, well, there's nothing better than a wet jumper that goes off glass every time. And why stop it going off glass and like going into a rim or going into the hoop? Just go off glass every time. With this Lifetime $20 backboard, and Lifetime certainly is an ironic brand name in this regard because if you look closely, it definitely looks like the rim broke.
Definitely.
All right. So moving on, you can either spend your $20 on your broken hoop, or you can get yourself a vinyl record of the Boston Celtics not to be denied championship run from the 70s, I believe. Now, why this is a thing really puzzles me. Why do you need a vinyl record basically narrating and telling you what happened in a championship run? Makes no sense. I mean, we barely watch the championship run DVDs these days. And now we're going to go back into the vault. Let's break out the audio only. It's like it's an audio book for something that happened, but it's like put it on a record player and this thing will last significantly less time than an audiobook and it will tell less of a story.
All right. And if you had a little bit more than $20 to spend, you could obviously just go for the thing right next to it.
Yeah. So this is kind of I kind of admire the throw salt in the wound insult that they tried to do here, saying that this was a New York Yankees jersey, which clearly it's not, because the Yankees don't sport a color scheme of chocolate brown, gray, and orange. So we either have the most misinformed baseball fan of all time,
which you're in Boston, so you shouldn't be.
Right. If you're in Boston, you at least know the rivalry.
Yeah.
So there's either that or someone's really just throwing a shit ton of shade. But yeah, this jersey, it better be in excellent condition because, again, It's not from a real team. So no one's just walking around Massachusetts with my basic New York City baseball uniform with no player on the back. And trust me, there's no player on the back. I looked at the pictures. So I think $28 is a little bit of a markup. You might take that thing to Marshalls and get it, see if they can trade it in for $6 like up at the GameStops and stuff.
I mean, like, also, I feel like if you're putting anything on sale that is Yankees, or labeling it even Yankees in Boston, you should have to discount it like 200%.
Right, $28 is probably the peak of anything Yankees in like
Boston.
Like signed Babe Ruth jersey probably goes for $28 in Boston. And that's like the peak of the marketplace up there for New York sports memorabilia in which a rivalry is involved.
Yeah. All right. So let's
move on to the final two.
Yep.
If you're going to go bargain bin hunting, this is not the town for you. Because they really think that they're pulling fast ones on you with really stupid shit. Why don't you get yourself $10 worth of basketballs? But when you look really closely, these are trash basketball. Someone used the ball, and now there's no grip left, and it looks like maybe dumped a few paint cans on it, maybe scuffed it up with a few cars, and now they're trying to sell the basketball to you for $10. No. Throw them out. Be a grown-up. Cut your losses. There's better ways to make money than this.
What about that nice $20 basketball?
Well, it's great in theory, except this basketball is clearly older than, some rocks. So this is a David Robinson Franklin basketball. Now, Franklin being that brand of stuff that you used as a kid and never any time since then. So David Robinson, obviously a great player in the 90s, but the thing is, he played in San Antonio. So if you're looking for this ball to be like a decorative item, again, we're in the wrong market. We're in Massachusetts here. But this ball also looks to be a bit worn, and you can just tell looking at it. This is one of those cheapo basketballs that the grip on it doesn't last. This is not a $20 ball.
But
I'd say it's a $5 ball at best.
It has grip.
In some spots, yes. If I look at the black stripes, there's already wear and tear.
Oh, yeah.
So, in some spots, yes, there's grip. Other spots where there probably should be, there isn't. And I'd like to just inform both of the sellers from this page to get a grip on your life, because this is really sad. It may be more sad than selling your New York baseball jersey for $28 in Boston. It's really, that's our toss-up of the day. Is which one is more sad? Selling old basketballs or merchandise in the wrong market where you clearly are not going to get money for it?
Yep. So, yeah, I hope you liked that. Some of those things are like, what?
Yeah. Fuck the Bathing Ape, I'll say it. We don't have sponsors anyway, at least not right now, and they wouldn't be one.
Anyway, yeah.
I mean, it's really stupid what this world has come to.
As Jeremy goes on his rant,
Please, God, let me get away from my coworkers.
Hey, why aren't you praying to the wheel?
The wheel has sacrificed itself for my existence. Except not, because I birthed the wheel. The wheel is my offspring.
All right, well.
I do it for the children, a.k.a. the wheels.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was tying it all back now. makes a ton of sense.
All right, well, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We'll be back in a week. Thank you for listening.
And don't forget to vote for your local somethings.
Okay.